G'day guys, welcome to another video. Now, I'm giving something a bit of a try today. Giving it a crack, doing a bit of hashtag mum life. Now that I'm spending so much time driving my kids around and to different sports, etc., I'm actually recording my voiceover in the car at AFL training. So, what can I say? Let's hope this works. Let me know what you think. So, I am actually doing a, you know how I like doing my backgrounds and I like doing them from scratch? Well, this one is a design team layout for Crazy Craft Obsession, and I have to tell you, these LUNAR pastes, if you have not tried anything like this before, this is by far the most amazing product. It is so good. It is buttery, soft, silky smooth. It is, okay, I did not anticipate vehicles driving past. If you hear a vehicle, I apologise. Now, basically, these pastes are so metallic. The reflection is awesome. I absolutely love them. This pink is called, what's it called? Prom Queen. Which is appropriate because it is the brightest pink you've ever seen in your life. How good does it feel when you peel that strip off? Doesn't that just... I love it. It's so good. I absolutely love it. Now, I give this a little bit of a dry off because I'm working on this as I'm going. I'm sort of having a little bit of a think, and I'm not too sure whether I want to add more to it yet, less to it, not too sure. But I end up going ahead and putting a bit more on. Because what do I tell you guys? Give it a crack. Just add a little bit more. Take one more step. And then it'll be perfect. So the LUNAR pastes that I have purchased, which if you use my affiliate link in the description below, you can order yourself some. They are so, so good. They're the Simon Hurly ones. To be fair, I haven't used any other... I use Montmartre metallic paint. That's a different animal, mate. This is totally different. This is buttery smooth. The colour payoff is consistent all the way through. You know, sometimes you use a product and it might be really glittery or really have a lot of mica powder in it, and you don't get an even colour payoff. The reason I wanted to do this particular sort of swiping technique, I suppose you'd call it, is because I wanted to see if I could get consistent colour payoff all the way through the triangle. And you can see I'm just spreading that literally like butter. That is what I'm doing. And if you keep your hair nice and flat, it turns out perfect. Absolutely perfect. This is foolproof, guys. If you have never played with any kind of mixed media before, this is a goer. You can do this. You don't need the painter's tape. I started off and I used some of the Scrapbook.com mint tape. And the reason I stopped using it is because I don't want to waste it, because a couple of beautiful subscribers have sent me some, and I am... absolutely, Nancy, thank you so, so much. I absolutely love it. It is, you guys rave about it for a reason. It really is good. And I don't want to waste it now. I really don't want to waste it. Isn't that hilarious? So yeah, and Shay sent me some as well. So I am absolutely, I love it. It's really good stuff. There is another one that I'm going to give a try as well. Crazy Craft Obsessions do sell that. Here in Australia, we can't access the scrapbook.com one without paying ridiculous amounts of postage. So, but that's okay. Now, I try and do a bit of a clean up here because you know what I'm like. I'm hopeless. And some of my things will just end up messy and gross. But this plastic placemat that I've put on top of my my self-healing mat, oh wow, it is so good. Everything just comes straight off it. It's really, really good. So these are my photos that I'm printing. That was on there really quickly. Now, this is where I'm having a bit of a play in my mind. I'm sort of debating whether I'm going to use some paint. Maybe I should do some washi tape. I want to define the triangles a bit more. So I tried that as well. Nah, don't like that either. So I end up taking it off, and that's when I went, you know what, just go back to what you like doing. And I pulled out a bullet tip black POSCA paint pen. It's the 0.9 to 1.3 millimeter black POSCA paint pen. Now, I get mine from, where do I get mine from? Officeworks. I have never bought them online, only because I'm just, I don't know, I always just go to Officeworks for mine. So this, if you're thinking to yourself, oh, how do you get those straight lines perfect every time, and you're doing it so quickly, I'm not. This is sped up, guys. Don't be under any illusion that I do it this quickly. So I actually used 2 different paint pens, and I started off and I was just doing the pink triangles. Then I decided, no, I'm going to go around the gold ones as well, because I really like how it's giving it definition, and I can't believe that it made the gold even brighter. It's just, this stuff is amazing. It is so good. I have actually ordered some more, and I think I ordered, what did I order? I think I ordered blue and orange, I think, maybe a silver as well, because this stuff is so good. I'm going to try it through STENCILs, all different applications, and yeah, I guess, give it a try, see it on different things. The thing is with products like this, they're not something that you can buy and just sit on the shelf for 2, 3, 4 years and come back to it just once in a blue moon. For me, I purchased them because I don't know what the shelf life is on it, but in all fairness, it's so beautiful. Why wouldn't you use it? So, what else can I tell you about this? So the photos that I'm actually scrapbooking are my kids in really bright pink shirts, and they were dressed very similarly. These are years and years and years ago when we had a hospital appointment for Ange, and her little sister was cracking up, and they were just having the time of their lives, not having any clue about the seriousness of why we were there. And I snapped some photos because they just look so cute. So I wanted to scrap that, and I wanted to use a really bright pink. Now, I've had these photos printed for a bit, and I haven't used them because I didn't have that right bright pink. And the Simon Hurly Prom Queen is perfect. Now, the gold one that I'm using, by the way, is called SIKE. Now, here I'm coming in with my new brushes. I wanted to put a little bit of this darkroom door stencil. The stencil is called darkroom door. It's just mesh. That's what it's called. It's 4.5 by 6 inch stencil, and it's just mesh. That's all it is. So it's not anything. There's no design. There's no picture. It's just mesh. And I'm just putting some of the black soot Distress Oxide ink through it, and I love how it looks. It looks really cool on top of the LUNAR paste. It looks really good. Now, I didn't want it to go on there super, super heavy, and I didn't want it to cover every single part of the triangle. I just wanted to put little bits on there, just for interest, not so much for anything else. So these little brushes, I think they're going to become something that I use a lot. These are fantastic. I will let you know. I'll put a link in my description from where I bought them from. That is not an affiliate link. It'll just be if you're interested and you want to get yourself some link. So now I'm just trimming down my edges because I know that this needs a black border, 100% without question. So I just trimmed it down so I could add I pretty much take 1/4 inch off each. Excuse me. Gee, can you tell I've been running around like a chook with my head cut off today. Taylor and I went to Magic Mike last night, and by the time we got home, and then I loaded up videos and all the rest of it, and then, yeah, one thing led to another. By the time I'd been to work, done all that, I got to say, this morning I'm a bit, exhausted. Okay, I'm doing something different with my title. So I've printed it, I've cut it out with my Cricut as per normal. The font that I'm using, I actually wrote it down this time. It's called Gecko, and I've made a 0.69 offset for the background. Now, what I wanted to do is I'm having a look here to see if it stands out enough, and it doesn't. So I'm just adding, I'm not going crazy with the black. I'm just making some bits darker and some bits lighter on the offset. And then I'm going to glue the coloured pink letters on top. Now, what I coloured those with, I thought about using the LUNAR paste, but then I changed my mind and I ended up using my liquid pearls, and I used the colour DAZZLE. Now, I know I'm making this look really difficult, but it's because I put the DAZZLE on and didn't peel it up straight away, so it's actually dried on there. So it does take a little bit of effort, and I do have a bit of an issue, but it's not that bad. If you create a title like this and you use your liquid pearls to colour it, it works fantastically. I didn't want it to be completely all pink. I wanted it to still have a little bit of white peeking through. So that's why it looks like this. When you see the close-up photos, you can see that it sort of looks more distressed. Now, these colours, I'm actually going to use this technique a little bit more because it's another way that I can utilise my liquid pearls. So if you have any of these at home and you only use it for dots or, flower stamens or whatever like that, try creating some letters. If you don't have a Cricut, maybe you have, maybe you've got some, what do you call them? You might die cut some letters. You might have some ready-made thickers that you want to change the colour of. You could use it on that. You could, there's a multiple of different ways that you can create your title. Now, you can also die cut your letters and stick them together to create a thicker letter, and you can do that. That works a treat as well. And then you can just do the colour on the very top part of it. There's 1,000 different ways you can do it. I'm doing it this way because it's quicker. And as you can see, I put my glue down on my offset rather than trying to line it up on the letters that I'm sticking down, and it was so much quicker. This is something that I've only just recently started doing, and it works so much better. Now, I am just finishing off my lettering. What else can I tell you? I'm listening to the wind howling outside. It's crazy. We've got pine trees here and some gum trees, and the breeze is pretty crazy. I know, we've got a cyclone brewing off the coast of Queensland, and I don't know if we're going to get it. Any of my locals, you reckon we're going to get it? Not sure. They reckon by the weekend we should start to get some scary sort of swells and stuff, so... But that's okay. It's alright. Well, it's alright for me down here. I don't know if we'll get much of it, but hopefully everyone is safe. Even if we do get it, everyone stays safe and whatnot. Yeah. So, rightio. Okay, that took a little bit. So that's my lettering style. So sorry about that. The other thing I wanted to mention before we get to the very end of this, don't forget, if you are watching my channel and you have not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button, because once we get to 1,500 subscribers, we're having a giveaway, and it's going to be worthwhile for everybody. Doesn't matter what country you're in. It's the dollar value that I will be giving away will make no difference whether you're whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone can participate, so it's all good. So once we get to 1,500 subscribers, I'm going to actually hit 1,500 before I start the actual comp, because that way, well, it's not a competition. I'm not going to call it a competition. I'm going to call it a giveaway. So that way, everyone can participate and everyone's got the same amount of chances to win, whether you're Australian, New Zealand, US, Canada, UK, doesn't matter where you are, Italy, Greece. Where else have I noticed people? South Africa, I've noticed people from over there as well. I'm just still blown away that you guys watch me. It's so cool. I'm absolutely loving doing this. So today's a little crazy, I'll be honest. Today's a little crazy. And I sort of figured if I could do my voiceovers in the car, then that would make it so much easier, because that will allow my family time and I can sort of create a little bit more of work during daylight hours kind of thing, you know what I mean? So yeah. The other thing is too, I do put photos up of all my layouts on Facebook, and sorry, I just got sidetracked because of someone just turning up. So yeah, it's basically at the end of the day, I'm pretty much, I've lost my train of thought. There it goes. Squirrel. Oh my God, squirrel. That's funny. My daughter, Taylor, she is in the car with me. Say hi, Taylor.
Hi.
She's sitting there so quietly. So she was just showing me a TikTok where this delivery guy, oh man, if you've seen it, is so funny. We don't have squirrels in Australia. We have everything that kills you. We don't have any of the nice stuff. So this squirrel was literally in the corner of this sort of entry to this house, and this pizza guy was delivering pizzas, and they opened the door and the squirrel jumped at the door. Oh man, it was hilarious. So be there, funny thing, but you know. So I've gone around my letters with a bit of POSCA paint pen, and then what I ended up doing was I realised that I did want some texture on the white bit. So this is doing it the hard way, guys. Don't do it this way. Do this part before you take off all the tape and everything. So it's so much easier to do it that way. But, you know, I made it work. I just wanted a bit of texture on the white section, and it wasn't feeling finished. So after I did that, as much as you think to yourself, Karen, that's bright enough. That's so bright. It is. But guess what? It wasn't bright enough for me. So I have lost some of this footage because I obviously had turned it off at one point, and I forgot to turn it back on. But what I did is I reached into my little sprinkly bits, and these are itty bitty iridescent stars, and it's the inside part of the star, and then there's like a hollowed out star. So what I decided to do was add these to just the white portions of the layout. Now I put a few down and then went, do I really like that? And you know what? I ended up using all of them because I loved it. It looks so cool. Because these girls are my stars. They are my stars, my moons, my everything. They are everything to me. And they are so close. It makes me feel really proud. You know, having my kids stand by each other. It's absolutely awesome. It's a good feeling as a mum to know that your kids have each other's backs, you know. It's really good. So I ended up putting a lot of these stars around, and in the end I end up doing the entire white, everything you can see that's white ends up with stars all over it. So I don't put the stars where the texture paste is because that stands alone on its own, but it looks so cool. If you want to see the close-up photos, jump over to Facebook or Instagram and you can see them there. And I absolutely love how this layout turned out. It's so cool. And what else? I will have everything listed that I used. I will have listed in the description below. And I will also have my links to my socials below. So as I said earlier, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I absolutely love reading my comments. Every morning I get up and there's at least half a dozen comments from all different people. And then I jump over to Facebook, and there's a heap over there as well. And I'm absolutely loving the fact that we're creating a little community of our own, and everyone is there for everyone. It's so good. The other thing is, over on my Facebook, you can post your pictures, your layouts. The only thing that I do ask is, I'm pretty much, I go through twice a week now, and if they're layouts, I'm pretty much sharing them twice a week now. I'm making sure I'm uploading them all, just that way so you can see what I'm doing as well. So this is it up close and personal. I absolutely love it. I know the pink and gold is super shiny, but the extra sparkle with the stars, it just makes it. I love it. Absolutely love it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this video sounds okay. Let me know in the comments below if you think it sounds okay. And can I pull this off every so often? You know, once a week, twice a week. Can I actually do some of my voiceovers in the car while I'm waiting for my kids to finish their sports? Let me know, and don't forget, like and subscribe, and I will chat to you soon, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.